I started my apprenticeship when I was 15 and we started erecting timber frame houses in Kildare. So that's how far back that actually goes. I got my apprenticeship, it was probably 07, 08, and the country was kind of going into a bit of a downturn, the recession was coming. Eventually I ended up moving abroad. I moved out to Australia. Then I ended up in New Zealand. We worked on the Christchurch earthquake rebuild. Very interesting out there because everything is timber frame out there. I base what we're doing at the moment on the way the New Zealand people build their homes. I ended up coming back, I met my partner and we ended up having children, and I suppose that's where that's where the idea came from, you know. Yeah, that's where it all started. After I built my own house, I remember hearing on RTE News all the time, you know, there's a housing shortage, there's nowhere to live, the rent is increasing, all this type of stuff. And I remember one night we took some photos of the house, and just for the fun of it, we put some pictures up on Dundee and we put up a price, and I was amazed by the response. So we got over 1,000 views in one night, and we kind of said, I could be onto something here, you know. It wasn't really that common in Ireland what we were doing. It is common in Canada and America where you can go and buy a timber frame house shell package, but it's not that common here. So we kind of took that idea and used it here in Ireland. The benefits of timber frame homes are, it leaves a safer work site, it's a quicker construction. A house can be erected and left weather tight within a couple of weeks. We're still building the home in very similar ways, but it's done in a factory condition. It's a more economical way of building a home, you know, it's a sustainable way, and look, it's less of a headache than building with blocks. We started off pretty small, you know, so we were doing a few houses a year. I think the first year was maybe 2 houses. Over the years it grew. Around the middle of 2020, we were taking on a lot more work. We ended up buying this workshop. We were putting a lot of money into renovation, and we also wanted to buy a new CNC saw. That's when we heard first about Microfinance Ireland. I remember at the time they were giving a lot of help to different companies, you know, around the country. So that's when we first approached them. We told them what we wanted to do. In the end, we got approved within a short period of time. You know, it could have been less than 2 weeks. And once we had the go-ahead, then we could go forward and buy the CNC equipment that we needed. So I'd say to anybody, any, you know, SME, small medium enterprise that's looking to grow or in a position to grow, to contact Microfinance Ireland. You know, send them an email, pick up the phone and give them a call. It could be the best call that you'll ever make.